This is the integration of Excel and Word found on integration on starting on 1.4. So the very first thing we need to do is open up the two data files, which I've already done. So let me go and switch to Excel, which is the first one. And it tells us to save it as Job Seeker Survey. And of course, in our class, we're following it by our initials. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to save it as Job Seeker Survey Results. And I'll follow it by my initials. And the other one is Job Seeker Survey Report. So I'll just switch to Word and hit F12. Then I'm going to do Job Seeker Survey Report. Followed by RF. So the instructions can be a little bit confusing when it comes to the linking and some of the other items, but once you go through it one time or two times, then it becomes fairly easy as to what's happening. And the idea is that when you link something and you make a change in one file, you're going to want to update it in the other file. So the very first thing it tells me to do is go to the Excel file, which is pretty easy. I just click on the Excel here, and since I only have one file open, it makes it easy for me to switch between Word and Excel and not have to choose the actual file that I had. If I had 2 or 3 Excel files open, I would have to choose the one that I wanted. So I'm opening it up. It tells me to go to the clipboard launcher, which is here, and you can see that there's absolutely nothing in it. But once I click on the copy button, you're going to see that happen. So we want to click on the photograph, which is right here. And as soon as I click on copy, you're going to see it in here. So however you want to copy it, I'm just going to click here. And you can see all of a sudden it's here in the clipboard. The more you copy, you're going to see it in the clipboard. The last one in is going to be on top. Then it tells us to do A4 to B4, which is up here, A4 to B4. Again, we'll click on copy up here, and you'll see it go to the top. So that is 3, 4, and 5. Number 6 is we're going to go to the Word program. And I believe it's going to ask us to open up the clipboard, which it does. So we're going to click here, and you can see the same two things that we put in by copying in Excel are now here. That was number 6. So we're going to, number 7 is click on the blank space below the Job Seeker Report and click Respondents 2000 on here. So this is below the Job Seekers Report. And you can either click here and just click on it and it'll paste, or you can just go down here and click on paste. So I'm just going to click on it. And notice that it put it in is exactly the way it was in the other. But notice that it did put it as a table, because that's the way it treats when you copy from Excel. So that was number 7. Click the photography in the Word document and click that layout options. And we must have missed the... I may have missed the copying of the photograph. So, okay, we did. So we're going to click just before the Job Seeker here. A lot of times I do this by memory, so I'm going to click here and I'm just going to choose paste. And you can see it puts it where you actually have your mouse. So that was in here. Click the Word for talking in here, layout options. So now what we want to do is click the photograph. We're going to go to layout options and we're going to choose square. Then we're going to move it all the way over to the right using the guideline. So we'll just wait till we see the right guideline. Right now we only see the top one. So just move it over gradually and you'll eventually see it. which we did not at this point yet, but it will be there. So I am not seeing the guy. There's the top. I have not seen the side. There it is, finally. You have to move it real slow. So it took a little bit of time to get it, but it did get it. Just trying to follow the book. If you have it just a little to the left or to the right, that's okay too. That's not a problem in here. So that was number 8. And then we're going to click anywhere in the document to deselect it. So you can take a look at page 1.5, and that gives you all the things that we just did. So now we're going to copy a chart from Excel, the Word. It gives you the information on top. You can use the copy and paste tools to create a link in there, and that's important because as you're changing data in the Excel spreadsheet, you want the chart to actually update in the Word as well. So we're going to click in the Excel program, which is here. Then we're going to click in the chart, and we're going to copy the chart. So I would just click anywhere in the chart, and I would choose copy. That was number 2. Number 3, we're going to switch to Word. And we're going to go to, I believe, the paragraph right over here in the chart below. And then we're going to click the paste button in the clipboard. So I'm going to read this to you. It says, click the paste options button outside the lower right corner of the pasted document in here. And it's going to show you the different options. We're going to use the destination theme and link data. So let's go in here and let's click these bottom arrow over here and see what we have in here. So we have use destination theme and embed workbook. We want keep source formatting, keep use destination theme and link. That's what we want. This is just keep source formatting and picture. So we want to use the destination theme and link button. So we'll click on this, and you can see that it does put it in here. But it actually creates a link as well. That's also going to be behind the scenes in here. So that was number 5. Number 6, switch back to Excel. So we're going to be making some changes. So let's go to here. And we are going to go to number 7 is an E8 type 700. So here's E8, so we're going to type 700. And you can see that it automatically changes some things in this chart. And then we're going to go to E10 and type 200. So they're only concerned about the communications. So that takes care of this. We're good over here. And now we're going to go back to Word. And nothing's going to change. So we'll take a look at what we see here. And then we're going to go to Word. And you can see it really hasn't changed at all. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on the chart here. We're going to go to Chart Design. And we're going to choose Refresh Data. And you can see that it's refreshed in here. So that looks good. That was number 8. Number 9 is just to save it, okay, which makes a lot of sense. So you can look and see what's on page, and you can see all the explanation about the paste option buttons there as well. Now we're going to create a linked object to a formula. So we're going to go back to Excel. And we're going to click in F18. Actually, we're going to go to G14 here. And it wants us to do the average of B14 to F14. So I'm going to click down here to use average. And it did fill it in for me nicely. So I will click on that. Then I will drag and copy it down. I know that's the next step. So we have 5630 and 11 and 3. So in F18, we're going to type good and excellent. So here's F18, good And excellent. Make sure you're using F and not G. I'm hitting the tab key, and then we're going to do equals G14 plus G15. So equals G14, and I may have typed in some wrong information in here. So let's, this is better. G14 plus G15. All right, that makes sense. 87%. So please forgive me. I'm looking on two different things over here, so it's a little bit challenging for me. When I go back, I sometimes lose my place where I'm at. So that was number 18. In there's, or rather 2. Click in G18. So we're going to go back to G18, which is right here. And we're going to click on copy. That was number 3. Number 4. We're going to go back to the word, which is actually at the end of 3. And it wants us to select the XS. So we did the 2 X's in here. Then we're going to go to move the paste arrow, move around each one around. But then we're going to click paste special. So if we click the arrow here, you can see all the different options, but this is really not what we want. So we're going to click on paste special, and it gives you the option as paste or paste link. We want to paste an actual link, and I believe we want unformatted text. So it's going to put in 87%, but it's going to give us the link. So now it's the 87% is from the actual Excel spreadsheet that we just got. That was number 6. Number 7, we're going to switch back to Excel. And we're going to type in E7 500. So let's go to E7 here, and we'll put in 500. And notice that this changed. And we will go to E9 and click 600. E9, and we're going to put in 600. Okay, so it has now changed to 90%. Now we're going to go back to the Word document here. And notice that it's still 87%. So we're going to right click. Now notice how this is grayed as soon as I clicked in it. That means it's a link of some kind or a field. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose Update Link. And now it updates it to 90%. It will not update automatically. You just need to physically update it. That takes care of number 8. Number 9 is to type your name in the word footer. So let's go down, and here is the word footer. You can tell it's a footer because it's grayed out. You can just double click in it, and then you can actually type here. And click anywhere, and that will take care of it. Just double click anywhere outside of it. If it doesn't seem to want to work when you do that, you can just choose Close Header and Footer. So that takes care of number 9. And that is everything for this particular exercise. I'm going to end it here. And we'll do the other one on a separate video.